The three central advantages of mediating a matrimonial dispute are speed, cost effectiveness, and the fact that the parties reach their own agreement rather than having one imposed on them. When I say that the parties are able to reach their own agreement, I mean two things. Firstly, a settlement is not imposed upon them from on high. And secondly, it is the parties themselves who reach the agreement. And to a degree, each party will feel that they own that settlement. And that provides a better outcome than an imposed solution. There's a significant advantage of mediation over the court process in terms of cost. The court process that goes on for 4 years involves 7 or 8 affidavits, many hundreds of small points debated before a court, debated in paper. The cost of all that is multiplied by 2 because there are 2 legal teams. It is expensive, and many people cannot actually afford to go through the process. Mediation costs the parties very substantially less than the court process. Mediation is undoubtedly cost effective. My experience, mediation should be tried as a first port of call for all separating couples. If it works, they save themselves much time, much effort, much distress, and much money. The benefits of mediation can be brought to bear at any time before or during a court process. Just because a court process has started does not mean to say that mediation cannot be invoked. Indeed, many judges have pressed parties to go away and talk about their differences and try and reach settlement. Indeed, even in the field of judicial review, mediation is now encouraged between the parties. And if it works for judicial review, mediation will certainly work when one is dealing with the human and personal problems that always come up in a matrimonial dispute. Significantly, there is a process within the court known as financial dispute resolution. That is normally undertaken by a master. The delays involved in getting to that hearing can be very substantial. Mediation is a platform which can be used to provide what are known as private FDRs, private financial dispute resolutions hearings, and will be very beneficial to the parties if used that way. Another significant advantage of mediation over the court-based process is that mediation avoids the hurt and the harm that is caused to the parties and their children through an extended court process. Separation is the most difficult time in anyone's life. To have a court process overlaid on top of that inevitably causes hurt and harm. That is avoided by mediation, where the parties take control. It's been my experience that some professionals, some solicitors, have a view that early negotiation, or indeed the use of mediation in matrimonial disputes, is regarded by the other side as a sign of weakness. I think that view is in error. I think the reverse. I think the offer of early mediation should be regarded and will be regarded by sensible practitioners as a sign of strength, of a sign that everyone, including the solicitors, should be acting in the best interests of their clients. I think that building up a fight is the wrong way to approach a case. Early mediation is the way forward. One of the striking things about mediation, and indeed one of the misconceptions that many people have, is that mediations can't work where the parties actively distrust one another. Well, that's just not so. Couples who are separating always distrust one another. The skills and techniques of mediation and mediators can bring about agreement and settlement even where there is distrust. And that comes about from the fact that both parties are treated equally and heard equally by the mediator.